Hello. It is Sunday, and well, as promised, we are going to make more bobbins. In short, because we'll use at least 84 for the predominance of the strips, and for the real thing, we'll need a bit more than that. Because as we discovered yesterday, realistically, we either need to make 5 strips with 2 of them significantly wider at the edges, which can work to give you a bit of a edge to your lace, so my curtains, so it's still up for debate, or I need to make 6 of them. So we need at least 84, and currently we have 32. So we need to make 26 more pairs, and well, 52 is actually quite a few. Now, I have done a little preparation, not a lot, as you will soon discover, because I have put an ingredients list up on the right. These are the essential portions of what I'm going to do. And all the things that I'm going to use are currently on screen. So I have sticks in a cardboard box under here. I actually have a piece of sandpaper because some of my beads are a bit small. I have pre-coloured in sticks. I have finished sticks, a supply of beads. Oh, I know what I forgot. Bead glue. Despite mentioning it, yeah, I forgot the bead glue. Now, somewhere I do have, and I'm suffering from everything, as always. So let me put my pattern here a sec, so it's out of the way. Now, where are they? There they are. Additional sponges, because we will probably need some of them. Because, well, that's distinctly a thing. So, and I need to find out where you're coming from. Where are you coming from? Where are you? Oh, you're just a piece of thread. Okay. Let's get rid of you, because you're tangling up with everything. I have issues, as always. So, let's do that. Right. Now, I'm a bit tidier, so hopefully we won't need those. But making day, it is indeed. I'm just kind of prepping myself. I've got a snot rag there, a second snot rag of distractionable purposes here. 2 white fingers, noses, whatever comes sees fit. So I guess the first thing we need to do is we do have an ingredient list. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Right. This will take that pile up to 40. This potentially will replace the odd one, which right here, right now, I am not spotting. Bear with me. Could be that one. That one. So you are a potential odd one in that you are made differently. So you may be swapped out for you. Because that will give us 40. So we'll need 44. Feeling slightly daunted at making 44. Because although they don't take long and they're not hard, the fact that you've got to sand some bits to get bits on, this is kind of more for my own hands than to make things with. So I'll remove that. And I shall remove you as well, because you are not needed. Oh look, there's my other piece of sandpaper. We'll keep you, because you're not done. Let me put the beads at the back for a minute. Let's give me a bit more kind of production system. You can go on there. So, there's 18 there. That will make 40. Sad that it's not even 2, right? That's not true. There's 40. There's 32 there. Naughty Kel, I can't even add up today. My brain is just screwed. And I don't know why. I'm having real problems with simple tasks today. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 10. I need... Well, the problem is, as you well know, some of the beads got a really small hole in comparison to some of them that have a bigger hole. They're not ridiculously small, but some fit over, some don't. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. So that's 30. And technically I have 2, but I'd rather swap one out. So if I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that gives us 40. So this is... Let's include you for now, because, you know, gives us a pair, right? So that 8 will give us 40. 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, that will make that lot up to 40. For goodness sake, now I don't... 2, 4, 6, 8. Just stick together. Right, so that's... And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Put you over there for a minute. This will give us 50. And already I itch, I hurt, my finger is really sore this morning. It's looking really good. I mean, it looks kind of angrier, but it's not. It's all hard, but it is still very sore. It is very sore. Now, how have you been here 3 days and missed the story of the finger? I kept doing this because it was itchy with my finger, and basically I formed a really deep blister that eventually I could feel it moving. But I thought you loved me, Naughty Gal. But yeah, I basically did this a lot because it was itching. It then formed a big blister, so that as I started doing this, I could feel it moving. And of course, I can't handle blisters. Don't do blisters. So, and eventually it split. So I trimmed off all of the split dead skin and revealed the hole that was underneath. So, that's where that came from. It's self-inflicted. I have sticks, look. Lots of sticks. So, we need... Ooh, see, that's weird because he's got a flat bit, so we won't be using him. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60. 2, 4, 6, 8, 70. Two, 4, 6, 8, 80. And we will do 2, 4, 6, 8, 90. We will do 90 for good measure, so there are spares. Because we're trying to get to a point where we can start the fucking strip, the test strip. So, one of the biggest issues is phase 1 for me. You are kind of done, so we can get rid of you. Phase 1 has to be the most annoying part of all, which is that I need to grind down the tops so that the small bead that lives at the top, which is this one, which I always dispute for some reason, is too small. So the fact that this is just does not fit. It just does not fit under any circumstances. So it then means you have to grind away all the tops a bit to make the bead fit. Now what would be nice is if I could lathe it off a little bit so that it was beautifully round circumferentially and all the rest of it, and the bead now just slotted on the top. Now in theory that is possible with sandpaper. In practice, bite me. Because it's not as easy as it sounds. Because obviously in the real world what you would have to do is decide how much of the stick you wanted to wear down and then kind of eke along some form of grinding process. So, such as put this here and do and holding it with a sore finger is really not that easy. See, that's still too big. Thank you. Thank you for following. Welcome to the chaos that is me trying to file down a stick so that a bead fits on top of it. And this is the problem. This starts taking too long, which is why making a point out of it is a lot easier. Ah, I see. You are spreading the word, Nautical. Well done. Brownie points for Nautical. That's still too freaking big. Only just. You understand. But still too big. Ah, I see. So, that allows me to just about get that on. But that's one stick. It's just too painfully slow to try and make it evenly smaller. in that sense. It's much easier to just, because it could do with being slightly smaller still, to make it a bit more of an angle, like a pencil top, but not too much more. So, because you can give it a lot more pressure and just kind of scratch away at it. I have moved the camera slightly, so this is a lot nearer to me than you normally see. I mean, if I put my arm out, you can see it goes a lot further away now. So I can be trying to do a bit more of it on screen that you'll be able to see. See, part of the reason it would be easier if I could do a bit more of a, you know, mark it down, I don't know, just over half the height of the bead. So, you know, you grind off the top of that bead, would be that it would sit more stably on there and there'd be a bit more of it to glue into. And this finger's going to be really annoying. See, it goes a lot quicker when you just kind of go for it, really. But we've got a lot of sticks to grind. Ouch. Yeah, the reason I'm not is it's kind of debatable whether it's quicker or not. It's kind of because by the time, I mean, I've got a drill, but I also know from my weaving moments that putting it in a drill and zooming it past you have given me thought though, hang on. How are sticks in relativeness to this? I'm not sure it holds it well enough. For I have this that I can put sticks in. And then, of course, you go windy, windy, windy. But I'm not sure that this grips it hard enough. Yeah. I mean, what would be good is... See, I don't think it holds it. It doesn't hold... This doesn't hold it tight enough, I don't think. New one has a kind of loop that goes over it that probably would hold it stronger. the one that's coming. Pretty sure this does just not. I don't think this holds it strong enough to do kind of. No, it doesn't. Nah, it's not making a frigging dent on it, and it just slides out. So it's definitely not tight enough. And yes, I do have a drill somewhere. I have a Dremel as well. I have tools, but it's easier just to grind away, because by the time you've put it... I think the biggest problem is whatever I did, if I used a Dremel or a drill or anything, the biggest problem is that I've got an annoying dog. No, that putting it in there and prepping it takes a lot more time than just grabbing it and scraping it. And it really doesn't help that my fingers sore. Yeah. What if my finger didn't hurt? I technically have one. Not sure where it is, because I tend to use mechanical pencils. Sort of thing. Right. The other problem is, yeah, I mean, the biggest problem with pencil sharpeners is I want kind of a really fairly shallow angle. Because ideally it would be like the neck of a bobbin and be a step in rather than an angle. No worries. Anyway, only 50 freaking million more to go. And of course this has got a tear in it, which is getting annoying now. make a few. So that's 30. Don't need pins, keep you out of it. Right. I think I might have to buy some more bead glue. Not that I'm convinced it's anything more than just super glue, you understand. Right. Just check. That should be 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Just check it. So let's put you out the way. You are there. Okay, so let's take you and now last time I seem to recall that putting end beads on was the easier option. So you're too small. Let's pull out all the small ones again, because that worked quite well. So I need one of you and one of you. So you go on, you go on, and you go on. Right. Fits, that's good. It's a bit tight, but it'll do. So put a stick, bead, They are very cool looking. I just wish that they were a bit more uniform. Getting cramp. I'm not too surprised at finding a big batch of ones that are too small, because of course we put a load aside last time that were too small. There's one. And of course I emptied them straight back in, so chances are they would all be kind of accessible. Oh, my back. Oh, my fingers. I'm not designed for this, you know. You are close. A little too close maybe, but... do with really raising up the table, but then I won't be able to get you your field of vision, so that's a little bit annoying. I need the table more about here so that I can do it at eye line rather than butt level. Let's put you back in here a sec. I know I've only got 3 more to go and I'm still already getting finger ache, but I need a drink and a... Ah, it's better. My hip popped. I feel better now. Oh. This would go so much better if you were all here, of course. Then, of course, you could help. So one person can colour, one person can glue, you know, one person can sand, one person... That kind of thing. It would go really quick then. Okay. Fair enough. Sounds like a plan. Stop licking whatever it is, dog. It's a distracting noise. Let's colour these in next, I think. Give that glue a little bit of a chance to do its thing. Glasses off because it's giving me a headache. Fair enough. That was a quick dinner. What do you do? Inhale it? So you're not having dinner? Free dinners. Free dinners are always good. Ah, fair enough. So I'm just taking some of the black off my fingers. So, 8, 10, good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, good. Just checking we haven't lost anybody along the way. 2, 6, 8, 10. Wow, you can get high off that stuff. Right. So, these should now be dry enough that I can add the ball bearings on top. Get your nose out. What would be really good is if they could balance. That would help the ball bearings stay in their spots on top. I'm being interrupted by Dogus Maximus. Yes. Yes, Mum. Hmm? Hey. Hey, you silly. Hmm? But you are. You are a silly. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Got fluff on your eyelash. Yes. Yes, you do. He's a beautiful boy. Hmm? Can you stop licking my hands? Please. I'm really not that tasty. No, I'm not. Little face. Your little face. Look at your little face. You're going to be 5 in a couple of weeks. You are. You're going to be 5. You're not littles anymore. No. You're not littles. You need to be better behaved now. You're 5. Hmm? Some dogs are middle-aged by now. Some don't live much longer than that. And hopefully you will continue the Kimber tradition and live for another 10 odd years yet. But we never like to assume. No, we don't. We don't assume. No. Oh, off you go. No, Rory, little man. Can you not? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes, I know you got your claw stuck in my jumper. Come here. I like how come here means bugger off to the other side of the room. Apparently. That's right, I'm getting cramp in this hand quite a bit, so I'm letting it have a bit of a chill moment. I know we've only done 8. Yeah. As you can see, there's quite a few that don't actually fit, which is really infuriating. So I need to sand. Fortunately, I actually have more of these, so there is a chance that I can seriously, do any of them fucking fit? There we go, there's one. Yes. No, it's the beads that are different sizes. Some of them you can see it with the naked eye. I think it's because the beads must be, to an extent, hand done. I feel like I'm being naive, but they're... It's about the only explanation that makes any sense. Put the glue back on. Right. So, for example, if I take stick and a small one, it doesn't fit at all. Right, so if I put that there and find one in here that does fit. That one looks bigger. It's almost bigger. So that's slightly bigger. I haven't got my glasses on. There's one that fits. So if you look at the difference, if you look really carefully, let me put my glasses on and I can zoom you in. Hang on. You can actually see that the bottom one's bigger. I mean, it is subtle, but the bottom one's bigger. This almost fits. This doesn't fit. And this does. So. While the glue has a little bit of a drying moment, we shall go through. See, that one looks like it's a bigger one, but it's, you know, it does sort of fit, only just. Sometimes the two sides are not absolutely equal, so sometimes it'll go on one end and not the other. Not the end of the bead, the end of the bead ends aren't the same size either end. So sometimes one end is more fittable than others. But if it's too tight, I won't be able to push it down. So... although this stick is a little bit manky. Actually, I'm not sure this stick's not just shit. Yeah. No. See, this one is really baggy, so some of them are huge in comparison. But of course, the distance between too small and too big is really not a lot. tight but fitting. It's quite a successful batch. very successful batch. As long as they fit one way around, I don't really care. And the advantage of doing this is that we know all the ones in this pot can fit. So if they don't go on one way, they probably must go on the other. This one's not going to be such a successful batch. Of course there is. It's a spam bot. You came to die, Mr. Spam Bot. Someone's having a good woof out the front. Right, so these are the It'll Fit Easily containers. We've got enough to make 100 anyway, without having to sand extra bits. Pardon me. My hands look absolutely disgusting. Can you stop licking, please, Rory? Yeah, see, it comes off in the end. Ah, you are being a pain in the arse, my fairy friend. You are. Oh, I do love you, but you're being annoying. Yes, annoying. No, it doesn't mean you can come and be annoyings. No, Amy annoyings. Yes, Amy annoyings. Where did the glue go? There it is. Right, let's put you on the top. You are the top ones, aren't you? Yes. running out of go-go juice. I've got to sandpaper these before I colour them. Dawned on me that these would be nicer if they had a tiny little hole through them so you could pin them down and not just be solid lumps of metal. Got terrible cramp. Right. Need to let them set a bit. Well, I got 50. It's not quite enough though, is it? By a whole 34. Hello. Oh, my poor hand. I've got such cramp. Don't really want to sit sandpapering more. Excuse me. Problem is, until the glue dries, can't really paint them. Don't really want to sand a load more. I think the fume's giving me a bit of a headache, so yeah. Problem is I need 84, and I've got 50. Well, once I've painted lacquer on those. But it's taken 2 hours. Because it's fiddly. Excuse me. It's quite fiddly because you've got to sand down one end so that the top bead sticks on it because it's a bit small. We sorted these so that the ones in these 2 pots are ones that fit the sticks as they are, and these ones are a bit small. Kind of a 50-50 kind of scenario. So once I run out of these, I will have to sand both ends of the stick. I want to keep going, but at this moment I don't think it's entirely feasible. I mean, I could paint these 8, not that it's worth doing just the 8 until these are dry, or dry enough. But the more you wash and those little paint sticks, the quicker they die. I think I'm going to have to call it a day. Wait for the glue to dry. I would say I'd be back later, but I don't think I will be back later. I need a nap for starters. Oh, such a yawn. I've tried to do as much as I can. That's right, I've seen a couple of white spots that need attention. So there's you and you. Yeah. And you. So yeah, sadly, I feel the obvious answer is to give up for the day. The only thing we haven't done today is dollop this in there and wipe across the bobbins with it. I'm pretty sure you can imagine that. So yes, I think give it a bit of a break, have some tea, have a good yawn at this rate. Ah, goodness. And I mean, I'm trying to share with you as much as I can, but the truth of the matter is you colour some, well, you make sure that the beads fit on the sticks. If they don't fit on the sticks, you've got to sand the sticks. So I have to sand the top of all the sticks, which gets a little bit boring. And especially with a sore finger, because it's hard to press down with it. You then colour them in, you wait for them to dry a bit, you then attach the beads, you wait for them to dry, you then paint them with the stuff, you wait for them to dry. So there is a lot of waiting around, and I mean, Nauticaut's right in a sense that it would be a lot easier with a drill with a bit of sand, with a sanding disc on it or something, and you just kind of with the sticks, or a small lathe to take out a thin strip. But the truth is, either way, it is effort. It is. I mean, we knew this when we were making them, right? But I really do like them. I like how they look. I really hope they use as well as they look. I'm gonna guess that I still get frustrated with the half-hitch knots. I can still see that being a big issue. Anyway, I think gonna call it a day. Thank you for coming. Today has been Sunday. It does make a good change. And I really do like them. It's just that now I'm really tired and fumed up a bit and got cramps in my hand and it really hurts. I mean, they're not active cramps because you can see my fingers are, they're all moving and they're not kind of distorted. It's not like when your feet get cramped and they do this kind of thing. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. But yes, I do look forward to the whole thing later. I mean, one of the things that I am interested in is how many pairs fit in a stick, right? So we know that the other ones is 5. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 6, 7. See, I think 7 is a good number. 7 could be a good stick number. Pop them in the stick and see what happens. See, 7, I mean, there's still plenty of room, actually. But, yeah, 7 works out alright. I mean, they do slide a bit, but what happens if it's 8? Hang on. So if you put 8 in there. They don't exactly fit flat. But they don't tend to slide out. They try, but they don't slide out. So, 8 fitting in there, that's quite a few pairs. That's quite good. We like that. So yes, well, Nautica, you can always make some of your own. What do you mean like that? That's actually a roll of sticky back foam, but same difference. Yeah. Anyway, as I said, I shall see you tomorrow. Keep an eye out on Discord, for we will make announcements there. It's been good to have your company. It does spur me on to kind of keep trying. clearly my age and body are not that which they were, because years ago, doing this for like 20 hours wouldn't have been a problem. But now I'm older, bits of me want breaks and kind of cramp up and kind of go, done with that now. Plus my eyesight's crapper. I mean, it's not bad. My distance is still the same as it ever was, but it's mainly the lack of coating on the lenses. So, I shall see you tomorrow. There is a small chance I will return, but it is minuscule, I think, to be fair. I shall watch TV, which reminds me, when does the race start? Hang on. Not yet. I could have sworn the race was soon. I'm sure there was supposed to be a Path of Exile race today, and I do enjoy watching that because it is quite scary. Because I suck. I enjoy writing games, although I wasted a lot of today once again trying to make that thing that I was doing yesterday work. And to be fair, in all the games that I don't need it in, it works perfectly well. The one I need it in doesn't work. And before you ask, it's funny how you do the exact same steps, but one doesn't work, the other does. So I don't know. I'm really struggling to define what the difference is. But one works, one doesn't. Just flat don't understand. But it's now I know how it works on the stuff where it works, at least. I can kind of move forward and use it where necessary. For the one that I really would like it to work on, not so sure how that's going to pan out. But I guess I need to work out why it doesn't work in the first place, because clearly it can work, and it's not a me thing, because you literally go in, you add addressables, you click create settings, you go to the scene you want, you go mark as addressable, you build it, and you run, and it all works. As long as it's not the game I want it to be. Then it all comes up with loads of errors about sounds and lights and how it hates everybody. And now I will admit, the other one I tried it on doesn't have specific sound and light, because A, it's 2D, and B, it hasn't got any sounds yet. So I am wondering if that is part of the key issue, is something to do with sound and lights. And that maybe if the lights would just work, I could make it work. The problem is the builds and stuff take quite a while, and as a result of which, time and a half disappear when you're doing it, because you go, oh, well, I could try this setting. Click, changes setting. Click, build the whole project. Run. Fuck you, it says. And you're like, just don't need that in my life. So I am struggling with it. And I did post on the forums. Not one person has answered, so clearly it's not just me. So, yeah. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.